Ladies, we did not come here to be little men. We are women. We have divine feminine energy. We are here to connect to the light and to shine the light. We are here to flow. We are here to nourish ourselves, to be the cyclical, magical beings that we are, to be connected to our intuition, to feel our emotions fully. We are divine, radiant, feminine beings, and we forget that sometimes. And the way we lead, well, first of all, the new earth, stepping into the new earth, we're going through a transformation right now. And there is chaos, and that is a part of the transformation. We need to see. We need to shine the light. And right now, the light is being shone in this world in terms of war, in terms of child abuse, sexual, like the light is shining, we are seeing, which is the first step. The first step is to see, is to have awareness in order to shift it, to transform it. And as we transform from the chaos, it's an opportunity. What a time to be alive. Our soul chose to be alive in this moment, in this transition, in this great change. We chose to come here. We chose the chaos because it is also an opportunity. We're creating the new, and there are many paths that it could go. And we have the opportunity to create the new earth, to create a world with more love and compassion and humanness, a heartfelt leadership in order to create the new earth. We need you, divine feminine leaders. We need us to not try to lead like men. We need divine feminine leadership, and it makes sense. It makes sense that we have been conditioned. We've been conditioned to be men. We've lived in a male, masculine-dominated world. And in order for women to be successful in the workplace, in the economy, in this world, we've taught ourselves to be like men because this world has valued masculine traits. So we've become, in the workplace especially, we're more in our masculine. We all have a spectrum, a range of feminine, masculine, but most female leaders are leading from their masculine, not their feminine. And to step into this new world, us women, we need to step into our feminine leadership. We need to let the men be amazing at the masculine qualities. And we're here to be valued for our feminine qualities. This is happening. This is the world we're stepping into because we haven't been. We weren't before. We weren't valued for our intuition, the depth of our intuition, our emotional intelligence, flow, being in cycles, like the feminine teaches the masculine and the masculine teaches the feminine, and we need both. You know, the masculine, healthy masculine is the doing, the creating, the implementing, the planning, all necessary, all beautiful, and us feminine beings. We're here to teach men more flow, to trust life, the intuition, the spiritual depth. So much, and there's so much power in feminine leadership. And leading, I say that with first leading yourself. and then others, right? And it's really about, so what is, I keep talking about divine, feminine, radiant energy and leadership. And what is this? Because I used to be in the masculine, very much so. Because from such a young age, I was conditioned. The masculine is better. It's what I thought. It's in playground at school. Oh, to be called a girl, like you're a girl. I just knew a girl was a bad thing. So I was a tomboy. And I tried to be cool like the guys, and I suppressed all my feminine traits. I thought it was great. I'm like, I'm not emotional. I thought that was a great thing, Now I love my emotions. I love feeling not only the high highs, but I love feeling the range of emotions, the range of being a human. So I was in my masculine, the planning, the controlling, thought I have to figure everything out. Absolutely was just dependent on myself, was always the strong one, didn't show emotions. And I love being a feminine being. I love being in flow. I love nourishing my mind, body, and soul. I love the spaciousness that I've created in my life because I am at my best, my highest aliveness and radiance and joy to share with this world when I nourish myself, when I fill my cup, when I connect spiritually to life, to my life force energy, to then share. And I love flowing. One intuitive, inspired step at a time, letting go of all the shoulds, the I have tos, the I need tos. Where is my life force energy guiding me to in this moment? And can I trust that? Can I flow with life? Can I get out of my mind and this idea that I need a plan my whole life? I have to have a 5-year plan and a whole thing laid out, and I know exactly how it should go. Can I trust in the universe and life force energy and the consciousness and the life's intelligence, knowing that source can see everything, how it all flows together and fits together? And can I trust? Can I surrender to life, to my intuition, to my inner guidance, not needing to know all of the steps, exactly how it's going to go? Getting rid of the idea that my plan is the best. Knowing that when one door shuts, another more aligned door is opening. And when I can live in that knowing and trust life and trust myself and trust the guidance that I receive and follow my heart and my soul, giving myself permission to follow my aliveness and my joy. That is feminine leadership, leading ourselves, flowing, divine feminine flow. And as we own our unique gifts and step deeper into our soul purpose, what we're here, our unique flavor, the unique piece of our essence that we are here to share with the world, that we are here to elevate the world with as we step into the new earth. We're here to shine our lights, to be a new earth leader. We need as many of us in our hearts, leading with love and compassion and kindness. In every interaction, leaving people a little bit better off, leaving them with a piece of joy. And as women, we forget we are that powerful, that we can literally leave people with a piece of light, a piece of joy, through a heartfelt smile, through sharing our radiance, our energy, That's beautiful. How magical is it to be a divine feminine being? I ain't here to hustle. I ain't here to work really hard. I'm here to nourish myself so that I can share from my highest essence, my highest being. So I can step into my highest timeline with ease, with grace, with joy, with aliveness. We came here to be alive. Follow your aliveness. Your aliveness is your life force energy. So can we give ourselves permission to let go of the conditioned ways of being, to let go of control, to let go of needing to have a plan? And can we flow with life? Flow with our aliveness, our joy, our intuition, our guidance, and take one inspired step at a time, knowing that it's opening up how it's meant to look, however it's meant to look. Source has got it. The divine knows my path. I'm just here to open and flow, and I will be guided to where I'm meant to be. I will be guided to my soulmate in the divine time. I will be guided to the people I'm here to co-create with, to lead with, to share magic with, my soul tribe, my soul community. I just need to open and flow. I just need to connect and be present in this moment. And what am I inspired to do in this moment? And then in the next moment, be here, right now, in this moment. This moment is the 0 point where we create from. We create from the now, not in the future, not in the past. So the more we can be connected and present to hear the intuitive guidance, to hear the nudge, to not overthink it, to flow from your heart, everything opens up. And we forget sometimes, and that's okay. Sometimes we go back into control and back into the masculine, and that's okay. And we're all a different spectrum. We're all a different spectrum of how much masculine and feminine energy we have. And both men and women have both energies. Just women tend to have more feminine energy and men tend to have more masculine energy, right? But as women, we're all a little different on the scale of feminine, right? So it's not about being any way that you think you should be. It's about tuning in and finding what feels good for you, because it's going to be a little bit different to me and to the next person, to the next person. So there's not a way. There's not a way of being in your feminine. It's finding your version of femininity. How much flow versus structure feels the best for you. Because what feels the best is the right thing, is the aligned thing. The ways that energize us instead of de-energize, take away our energy, the ways that give us energy, that is the aligned way, that is us flowing with life. So it's a process of catching where we've been conditioned to be in our masculine. And how can you lean into a little bit more flow, a little bit more presence, and test it, play with it. And if the change you make doesn't feel good for you, go back. It's about being willing to try something new. If what you're doing isn't working, are you willing to test, to try something for one day, for 1 week, for 1 month, whatever feels good for your nervous system? So what would more flow look like? What would it look like to have less things in your calendar and just every morning feel, what are you excited to work on in your business today? And the things happen. The things that you have, well, great English, Kat. The things that need to get done, get done. That's been my experience. But I'm flowing with my energies. When I'm energized to update my website, I'm doing that and it just flows. Whenever I'm forcing myself to update my site when I actually don't really want to or don't even need to do it, energy doesn't flow. I get stuck. It's way harder than it needs to be. So if we can just allow it, and of course we have, client meetings or client calls, there are some set things in the calendar, right? But what would more flow look like for you? How could you just maybe flow through? And we're all different. Some of us excel with a little more structure. Others of us excel with way less structure. But what would it look like to play with that? What's a small tweak that you could make in your scheduling, in following your joy, your life force energy? What's a should? What's something right now that you're like, I have to do this? No, that's a lie. You choose to or you choose not to. So if you're doing it, you're choosing to do it. So just acknowledge that I am choosing to do. There is no I have to. That's an ego lie. That's an illusion, a belief. I choose to, even though I don't really want to. And I'm going to work on creating a change in the future. But I'm choosing to in this moment because I'm getting some payoff from this thing that I'm doing. Or I choose not to. And sometimes there's things blocking us that we need to dive into and feel the fear and do some inner work. And sometimes just seeing it, we can shift it. So it's about tuning in. So notice where you have the I have to, the I need to, the I should. Just write them down. Just write them down. You don't have to get rid of one for now. Sometimes just seeing them, but what's the lowest hanging fruit? What is something you can get rid of? What is the lowest hanging I have to, I need to, I should, that doesn't feel so hard to remove, and work your way up. What would it look like to live your life with trusting your intuition, trusting your divine guidance above logic? It doesn't have to make sense. Just flowing, just following those nudges, that guidance. What would that look like for you? Are you willing to test that out? And when you notice yourself being in logic, overthinking, test it and see. When you just follow, what happens? What happens? If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, but test it out and see the flow that emerges. And then we're expanding our businesses. We're living our soul purposes. We are sharing our unique gifts from a place of lightness and joy and expansion and fun and play, because I've let go of how I think it needs to look. I'm that's up to the divine. However my life is meant, I'm a yes for it. I'm a yes for expansion. I'm a yes for flow. I'm a yes to enjoying the journey, knowing I'm going to continue to expand and to evolve and grow. Because I am on a growth journey. We are here to expand. We are here to experience. And we are here to share our light. And enjoy the journey. Enjoy the ride. And in our aliveness, our feminine aliveness, we share this aliveness with the world, with the people around us, with the barista, the bartender. I go to bars, but examples. Everyone, every little interaction in our day, we share light when we're connected to our aliveness. Our friends, our family, everyone around us benefits our partners. Our partners benefit when we are in our divine, radiant, relaxed, connected, inspired, intuitive, emotional, feminine radiance. And it is our responsibility to connect to our aliveness so that we can share our aliveness. So give yourself permission to slow down, to nourish yourself, to connect to your heart and soul. That's your number one each and every day. Connect to your heart and your soul so that you can move from your heart and your soul, so that you can manifest from your heart and your soul. So being connected, that's the number one, that's the most important thing to create our soul purpose, to live in our highest timeline, to be our truest, most authentic selves. We got to connect to our heart and soul. So what is that for you? That could be putting your favorite music on in the morning and dancing. That fucking connects me to my soul. Sometimes I forget to do that. When I remember, I'm like, oh, this is such amazing energy. I'm connected to my life force energy to start the day. Is it doing yoga? Connecting to your mind, body, and soul, movement, flow, meditation, breath work, journaling, just being with yourself in nature. What connects you to your heart and your soul, and have a daily practice? And tune in with your guidance. What am I inspired to do today? What's the energy that's moving through me? And sometimes it's not even a decision. You know, the other day, I didn't even decide to do a video. I would just walked into the bathroom and I put on, I don't normally, but I just put on a little bit of like light lipstick. And I came into the living room and I moved my phone stand and I sat down and I started recording. And I'm like, oh, this is flow. I'm not undecided to do a video. It just happened. But I was just like, there's always a next level of flow. That's what I'm learning. Every time I'm like, damn, I've mastered flow. I'm like, oh, I'm still planning in these areas. I'm still controlling a little bit. There's like, the more present you are and connected in each and every moment to just keep following those intuitive hits, that's divine feminine flow. And I'm not there always, of course. I sometimes distract on YouTube, or I'm not in full presence, and there's always more expansion, you know, and it's so fun. It's so fun to experience these deeper layers of flow. And the more I'm in flow and nourishment for me, and we're all different. Not everyone needs as much spaciousness as I do, but I need spaciousness. I thrive when I have spaciousness in my mornings, to not be rushed, to just have a 4-hour morning practice where I'm deeply connecting to myself and my energy, and journaling and listening to a soul nourishing podcast, and doing my sunrise morning yoga and dancing and journaling. I can't remember. And then from that deep inner connection, flowing with the day, seeing what I'm inspired to do, and being open and listening. And I don't always listen. I sometimes miss the intuitive hit, or I go into my head, and we all do sometimes. But every time we can it just gets deeper, this level of flow, of being one with divine, one with the life force energy. And things open. When we open, things open. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't need to be hard. It can be easy. And when I just flow with life, life flows through me. When I flow with life, life flows through me. And I choose to flow. I choose to flow from my heart and soul. I choose to connect to my soul. I choose to trust the universe, to trust myself, to continue to expand and to grow. And I allow myself to be human. I allow myself to get it wrong. And I choose to learn and grow from every situation, to continue to expand, to experience. And I choose to do it with lightness and with joy. I choose to honor my intuition and my heart and my soul, to follow my aliveness and my joy, and to share my joy and my radiance with the world. And I am here to be a new earth leader. I am here to lead from the beauty of my heart, to elevate my energy, to elevate my vibrancy and share my vibrancy with the world, to leave every human that I interact with a little bit better than they were off before, with a spark of radiant joy, a spark of radiance. And we are that powerful. We are the co-creators of our reality. We co-create with life force energy. So connect to your aliveness, connect to your sensuality, connect to your life force energy, and give yourself permission to do life your way. You didn't come here to walk anyone else's path. You came here to carve your path. Not anyone else's, your own. So give yourself permission to do life your way, to follow your heart, to follow your joy. See the conditioning that is trying to constrain you and give yourself permission to do it your way, to be you, to do you. You didn't come here to play small. You came here to share light and love and to enjoy the process. So let's add some lightness into life, some lightness into the journey. We don't need to take it so seriously all this time, all the time. Let's have fun, knowing that life is working out for me, knowing that I am guided, I am held, I am supported by the motherfucking universe. You know? Lean back. I can lean back and float down the river. I can stop paddling upstream. I can lean back and be in my sexy little outfit and soak in the sun and the rays as I allow the river to carry me downstream. And I can smile and wave and nourish my mind, body, and soul and uplift everyone I pass by my beautiful, radiant energy. It gets to be that easy. It gets to be that fun and that beautiful. And that doesn't mean there aren't challenges, but we get to flow with life. And the feminine reminds the masculine. They have more structure, they're meant to, and logic and reasoning and all these beautiful traits that us as women also have. And they're here to lead with that, and we're here to be different. And we're here to honor each other's differences, because the feminine, we need the masculine, and the masculine, you need the feminine. And we don't need to compete. We're meant to be different and to own our amazing qualities and to admire the other's amazing qualities, honoring that we're different. And that we can learn and grow and expand together. And that's synchronistic. We need to partner with people who have skills in different areas, right? And then we learn from each other. It's a growth partnership. Okay. That is feeling complete. Let me know what landed for you. How are you stepping? What's one way you're stepping more into flow this week that you want to commit to, share? Put that in the comments below. If you resonate with my energy, subscribe. I would love to keep connecting with you here.